Forgiving PPP loans and not student loans is a form of class violence. The U.S. federal government has forgiven almost $400 billion in PPP loans, which is just free money that it gave to businesses, an average of $95,000 each. Bipartisan support with virtually no media criticism. A friend of mine got over $100,000 because he employs about 10 people for barely over minimum wage. In my state, he renovated his house with most of that money, which he sold for even more money. Biden has been concerned that forgiving student loans would be a handout to the people actually working and creating the value that the feds tax to pay for everything, to force us to live in poverty conditions when the payments restart. But to forgive $400 billion for businesses in 1 year. For context, there's about $1.7 trillion in student loans, which are scheduled to be paid over 10 years. So $170 billion a year shows whom our leaders truly represent. My employer got $250K forgiven. Business has no debt. We didn't take a single day off due to COVID. No raises. No bonuses. Just a free $250,000. Yay, there is no accounting of PPP money. It's insane that most of the money was not even used to help struggling business, but as a windfall for business owners. Local plumber received over $800,000 for his business. He lives near me and recently bought a $200,000 RV. Yeah, it is BS. They need to pay that $400,000 back. People bought trucks etc. with the money. Sickening. The bonuses I saw management getting from PPP and CARES Act money actually made me sick to my stomach. Every single one getting more than my annual salary every couple months. Fun fact: PPP loans are completely tax-free. A free money handout to businesses. https www.politifact.com/article/2022/feb/10/ppp-loans-do-not-need-be-reported-taxable-income-t/. Meanwhile, I had to pay regular income tax on the unemployment benefits I collected. PPP loans were bribes for political allies in big business. Student loans are assets. Much like housing, so many players have their fingers in that pie. No one wants it to end except the citizenry. I do not advocate for violence, but do not support gun control measures. These people do not care about you. You are merely a currency farm to them. I have at least 2 business acquaintances, both who bitch constantly about socialism, who rushed to their bank to get PPP loans. They took the money and ended up not only keeping their payrolls intact but making huge profits during COVID, and they are able to keep a lot of their PPP loan proceeds. You should report your friend. People aren't allowed to use PPP loans for personal stuff. It's fraud. It is money laundering in a lot of words. Neighbor of mine got $500K. Hires no one. Has no employees. Bought a used backhoe and used the rest to add an addition onto his house. I sure hope all of it goes up in smoke. He's a real piece of shit. Biden and the Dems have zero intention of student loan forgiveness. It's a hollow soundbite that they will never follow through on. There is certainly bipartisan support on the issue. Unfortunately, it's the against side. One of the first things the Biden government did was lodge an appeal against a bankruptcy case, where the guy had managed to get their student loan discharged in the bankruptcy. If they're going to actively fight against someone managing to be free of their crippling loan, then they sure as hell ain't going to voluntarily forgive everyone. Student loans is a bubble, and when it pops all hell will break loose. Absolutely crazy that there is no help with student loans and colleges have literally zero incentive to make colleges cheaper. Many of my non-business owning coworkers received PPP loans. It would be kind of cool if there were repercussions for fraudulently receiving government money. I'm bewildered there is not more outrage at the PPP loans. Do a local search of the businesses that received them in your areas. In my zip code, many of the businesses had record-breaking years yet still received millions of forgiven loans. Isn't there a site you can put in any zip code and it will show the nearby business that took out PPP loans? I can't remember what it's called. My company got over $600K. They pay me $23 per hour and I needed a degree to get the job. And, disgustingly, that means I'm better off than a lot of people with degrees. Sorry, but you're friends with someone like that? What? Why me and politicians are voting for their interests? Why me and they don't represent us? Wild.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.